1,000 subscribers in the month of July. And our YouTube channel has been doing very, very well. Um, but to monetize my so we have a goal of getting to 1,000. We're like at 602. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I woke up this morning and I was like, it's a new moon. My vacation's over and I'm so excited to be back home. So you might see some puppies walking around. I'm also in a new space. I moved my office into my bedroom and my son took over my office, or my former office. So we're still figuring out this new setup. Okay, so tonight, happy new moon, happy July 5th. I hope that July is going to be a good month for you. I am so excited because I feel like this is the month we've been waiting for. This is the month of fruition. This is the things that all of the little pieces that you've been working on, all the things that I've been working on are coming full force. So, if there is anything that you're working on or manifesting on this new moon, put it in the chat. In on new moons, we do manifesting. On full moons, we do releases. And we're going to do a little bit of healing, forgiveness on this new moon because I feel like there's some like letting go that we can do. And then we're also going to go ahead and um we're going to go ahead and do some manifesting with some Reiki. I'm also going to go ahead and I'm going to see if I can stream this on Instagram, get this on all of the platforms, get this to count as my live for today. Bear with me 1 second. Oh no, I just went ahead and started streaming on Instagram. I want it to be everywhere that I possibly can and maximize while we're streaming. Okay, so first thing first is I want to know what are your intentions for this new moon? What is it that you want to manifest in this new moon? Go ahead and put it in the chat, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you're manifesting on this new moon. On this new moon, we want to invite in. So that could be things, pregnancy, successful IVF transfers, egg retrievals. It could be a new job, more peace, more safety, more emotions. Any of those things, you can manifest or you go ahead and drop it in and we will include that in our meditation. So let's see here. Successful IVF egg retrieval. Perfect. I love that so much. R. Elizabeth says successful IVF. Okay. Sharon goes, I'm manifesting a successful embryo transfer. Okay, great. So the main thing we're going to focus on, so those are our end goals. So me as your womb healer, I'm going to go ahead and focus on making sure your wombs are open, giving you some tips to keep them open, and then giving you an affirmation. I'm going to talk to each of you to give you an affirmation to touch mark because we have such a small group here. I feel like we could do a lot together. And go through any, like give you, all right, what's this affirmation for you? All right. So we have one, two. Okay. If anyone else wants to share their intention for this new moon, go ahead and drop it in the chat. So also what I want you to put into the chat next or drop in a comment is what is stressing you out the most? What um what is triggering you the most? What's making you the most angry? What's making you the most upset? What is making you the most frustrated or the most bitter? I need to know what that is in the chat. Is it a relationship with someone? Is it a behavior? Is it someone in your home? Is it a situation? I need to know what those triggers are because we're going to include that in our healing, and that's going to be really transformative. So, what is your intention for this new moon? And what is your trigger? And I'm going to go ahead and bring up. Go ahead and bring up my notes. Here we go. Fear of the unknown, focusing on past experiences. Okay. So I have been on an inner child unsolicited advice. Okay. Um, let me check in here. Okay. Lisbeth on Instagram, if you're still with me, if you have any triggers, you can drop them in the comments. So basically there's three root causes behind all wounds. And that is, and I'm going to share them with you. This has been super transformative as I have gone into this healing program that I'm in that's really up leveled everything and really changed um it has deepened my understanding more of wounds and what our inner childs really need, what do our souls need. And there's three root causes behind all wounds. The first one is safety. We all need to feel safe. And that could be also worded as peace or security. The second one is worthiness. It also could be appreciated or valued, or also words that can be used interchangeably with that root cause. And then the last one is belonging. And the belonging can feel also be used as a word of acceptance. So when we are triggered, I want you to think about these three things. Is it that I don't feel safe right now or secure? Is it that I don't feel valued or worthy at the moment? Or is it that I don't feel like I belong or am accepted here? And then look at what of those three root causes are those triggers really are you sitting in? And I want you to ask, is it the situation? Is it the environment? Is it the other person that is causing this? Typically, it is another person and that relationship within that person and yourself. Um, but also it can be environments, depending on other triggers. Like if it's an unfamiliar place, if it's a place you've never been before. I remember the first time I ever went to the Ritz-Carlton, we walked in and they handed us champagne. And I told my husband in a whisper, we don't belong here. We don't belong here. We were wearing clothes from Target and Walmart and Ross. And he goes, we do belong here. So it sometimes could be a place. But the people that were in the place made us feel belonged. So sometimes it can be environmental. So I want you to take a moment and I want you to think about that. Do you, out of these triggers, is it that you don't feel safe, you don't feel worthy, or you don't feel like you're belonging or accepting? So, so if you have fear of the unknown, I would probably say that's probably safety. Like you don't feel safe with the unknown. You don't feel safe and secure. Unsolicited advice. That one's a tough one. I would probably say you don't feel accepted because if you were accepted, you wouldn't feel like they needed to push advice onto you. Um, Someone's miscommunication. I feel a lot with communication without going too deep or analyzing it without a significant amount of details. I feel communication has the root of safety, meaning like no matter what is said, I'm going to be okay with myself first and foremost. And second, if like you have a friendship or if it's a mother-daughter relationship or a spouse or partner or even father, then like where do you have safety built in? So if there is miscommunication, how do you handle it? Do you have a ritual? Do you have a habit? Do you have something built into your relationship and established already as like, hey, I don't feel heard. Can we chat about this again? In my relationship with my husband, we do pebble versus boulder, and this has been a life-changing um, advice that I got from actually we went to a marriage conference. I love marriage conferences. Um, has taught me how to be a great partner. Has taught my husband how to be a great husband. Has taught me to be a better human and love me first and the rest of my family second. Um, is when I communicate something is is that a pebble or a boulder after I make my statement? And if I meant something and I intended my message to be a pebble, and he says, "Oh no, that most certainly was a boulder," then we can pause and say, "Okay, why was it a boulder for you?" And then he'll explain it. And this is also utilizing the skill of active listening and not interrupting your partner. Um, Listening to them, their interpretation of why that was received as a boulder, and then you can then explain and decode your message, be like, this is why I meant it as a pebble. And that has cleared up and prevented a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of anger in our relationships and um allowed things to be resolved in real time. Okay, so Lisbeth says, yes, fear of the unknown. Okay. So anywhere in the chat, does any of these root causes, let me know if any of these resonate. If feeling unsafe, feeling unworthy, or feeling like they unbelong. Hi, Alexis. Thanks for joining us. So this is important before we dive into our Reiki guided meditation. And then while we're doing our meditation, I'm going to touch upon each of you and see if there's anything I pick up. Hi, Alexis. Congratulations on your new baby, Alexis. Um, Alexis is on um Alexis is one of my old friends and one of my old past Reiki students, and she just had a baby. She's an incredible human and psychic medium. Oh, I'm so glad. Snuggle those babies. Okay, I agree with the belonging. Sharon goes, I agree with the belonging. Yes, feeling unsafe resonated. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. Um, so with the Reiki guided meditation, if you're here that's here on the Zoom call, and Elizabeth, if you're still here with me, I will go ahead and touch upon each of you, and then Elizabeth, just because you're not on my Zoom, I will go ahead and make a note and DM me after this, and I will send you my stuff because I don't want to type it, your personal things in the IG live. Um, and Alexis, if you stay, I can send you Ricky and the baby since you just gave birth. I would love to do that for you. Okay. So, um, the importance, I will wrap up these three root causes is the importance of knowing these three root causes. So no matter if your womb blockage infertility is ancestral or your father wound or your mother wound or your inner child, the root cause to the bottom of all of those wounds is the feeling of safety, worthiness, or belonging. And when you can ask those questions, um, um, oh, see, Elizabeth, yes, you can join the Zoom. Let me get it for you. When you can get to the root of those causes for each of those wounds, you can really get to healing fast. And healing can be fast or it can be really slow. I think it's a decision that you really truly have to make and be ready for. So, and this whole purpose of asking yourself these questions is so that you can dive deep, understand what is really truly happening here, and not dealing with the symptoms. We want to get straight to the root cause and know what we're feeling, and then we can decide to heal it and release it. And now that you know how to heal Reiki, most of you go. I didn't want to hear myself on Zoom. There we go. Um, is so you ask yourself those questions, then you can decide, oh, my inner child or my soul doesn't feel safe with this person. Then you can take action, not with just healing it, but you can decide, peace out. I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. Because you are an empowered woman. You are already a mother to your spirit baby. And that requires action taking now, not when you're pregnant, just when you're pregnant, not when you're just pushing them out and you're in labor, not when you're just postpartum and you're figuring out if you're going to be nursing or if you're going to do formula. It starts now because you already have a connection with your spirit baby because you are the one that's bringing them into the world. It is your womb, it is your uterus, it's your desire and your hearts. And you're here because there's something missing in your fertility journey, and we're working on making sure that you conceive the ways that you want to. Okay, with that said, does anyone have any questions about these three root causes? Elizabeth, I dropped the link in the chat, so you should be able to have had it. Let me know if it's not. Okay, cool. All right, I think we lost a person, but that's okay. All right, then. I got everyone here. I want everyone to be in. Oh, here she comes. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. Hi. So good to see you. Okay, so everyone, I want you to go ahead and I want you to make sure that you are going to go ahead and sure everyone's muted. Okay, perfect. You can go ahead and be sitting or lying down. And we're going to start with some womb breaths and we're going to go ahead and ground. Go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to take a deep breath in through our noses. Allow that to go over your head and down your spine into your womb for a count of 2, 3, 4. And now exhale through your mouth. 2, 3, 4. Now, I want you on this next breath, I want you to breathe in as much air and as deep as you can. and push that to your pelvic floor. When you breathe out, I know this is going to sound a little odd, but I want you to breathe out and make noise. And it's going to sound like this. Breathe in and then, and this is going to allow you to move any negative energy, any stuck energy, anything that you may or be aware of or not. Now, if you're at your job, you handle how you're going to be loud or not. But I want you to at least go, or I want you to move that energy, and so you might get really loud, you might not be loud. But let's go ahead and move that energy. When you're alone and you're doing these womb breaths, you'll see how much more energy you'll move when you have a louder sigh on the exhale. Okay, so let's do womb breath number 2. We're gathering all of our energy, grounding our energy. Breathe in through your nose. Allow that to go down your spine into your womb. Hold it for a count of 2, 3, 4. And now exhale. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Hi, it's Marissa. Go ahead and breath number 3. We're going to be grounding, calling the energy back to us. Breathe in through your nose. Allow that to go over your head and down your spine into your womb for a count of 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Let's do one more. And we're going to go ahead and start sending you Reiki. Breathe in through your nose. Allow that to go down your spine into your womb for a count of 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. I'm just going to go ahead and sit in this space as we invite in our spirit babies, our ancestors, our loved ones of love and light, our ancestors that are here to help us and to protect, spirit guides of love and light. If you're Reiki attuned, your Reiki guides, your higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael and Gabriel, Jesus, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, and my personal favorite, Mary Magdalene. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to focus. We're going to put our palms right at the base of our sternum, right between our, in Spanish, we call them our tetas. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to hold our energy between our palms, and I'm sending you Reiki to your palms, and your palms are going to get really warm. And this is where you're going to say Reiki flow, Reiki flow, Reiki flow. Now go ahead and put your palms below your belly button and on your womb. Could just be right below your belly button or on your hip bones, wherever you feel you want to place them on your womb. You have the power to heal yourself. You are a natural healer for yourself. And anytime that you want to do Reiki, you will be able to do it, and you will say Reiki flow, Reiki flow, Reiki flow, and your hands will get warm. We're going to continue, and we're going to do a guided meditation, setting with your intentions, the ones that you shared with me. And anytime that you get distracted, just go back to your focusing on your breath and focus on the energy coming out of your palms and the energy that will be flowing through your chakras. Go ahead and take another deep breath in through your nose and allow it to go out through your mouth. Beautiful. Today, you're walking in your favorite beach. It is not hot. It is not cold. You are barefoot. You're wearing linen pants and a soft sweatshirt. The waves crash into the sand. The seagulls are squawking in the sky and yelling to each other. The breeze pushes the salty air into your lungs, filling your lungs and your heart chakra with the life force energy that flows through this amazing place, harmonizing your energy and your chakras to all the living things around you. With every step that you take in the wet, moist sand, Mother Earth grounds you as her infinite love for you, your future, your fertility, your future baby flows through your entire body. This is your sacred space here. This is your time. Everything is turning out in your favor. All the seeds that you once planted have come to fruition. You are no longer just lucky. You are forever blessed and forever chosen. You continue to walk on the beach, and soon there's a beautiful log that you can rest at. And you decide to rest sitting on it, gazing out into the ocean, being hypnotized by the hues of blue. And soon you close your eyes. So you close your eyes. You are reminded how powerful you are. You are whole. You're in exactly the right place and time in this universe, in this lifetime. You are not an ordinary human. You have not led an ordinary life. You feel things that others cannot. You feel the potent, powerful emotions. You are connected. Your soul is connected to you. And you can hear the voice of your baby. Take a moment and I will hold space for you and listen to what your spirit baby has to say. Continue to focus on your breath. Now that you've received their messages, allow the Reiki to move through your feet, up through your spine, down your crown, and down below, removing the fear of uncertainty and the need to know how everything works out. I'm going to go ahead and move up into your womb. You're worthy of everything that you desire, including conceiving your baby. Going up into your solar plexus, pushing more life force energy. You are worthy of being connected to yourself, worthy of being the brightest person in the room. You don't have to dim yourself anymore. Up into your heart chakra, into your throat chakra, into your ears, into your throat, back up into your crown and your third eye. And down and out, out. And call up all of your energy back to you, grounding you in all of your chakras. And allowing you to feel calm in your energy. Are divinely connected to your higher self, to your faith, and to your God. You are divine, sacred soul. No more putting other people on pedestals. You are now the most reliable, trustworthy person to you. You honor your needs and wants first above all else. You speak your truth without hesitation. Honoring you brings you rewards and blessings. You love yourself as much as you love your best friend. Your inner light is what your baby needs you to do most. Shine it brightly and loudly. Your womb is open and free flowing. And your root is grounded and you're whole and powerful. And go ahead and close your chakras. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Allow that to go ahead and expand. And pull down. Beautiful. Go ahead and take a moment to collect your energy, wiggle your fingers and toes, and slowly come back to me. Okay, I'm going to give a shout to Ariel on the IG streaming and Gabby and Glowing Asana. Ariel just commented that she has a positive test finally. Congratulations, Ariel. That's amazing. Love to hear more Reiki babies. Okay, so drop it in the chat. How was everyone's experience? How do you feel? It's a little bit different than what we've done before. Also, if you look in the Zoom chat, I put each of your things that came up for me. and each of the things that I want you that stood out for me. So your throat chakra is speaking your truth and is about you speaking up. It's about you, your needs, desires, and wants, and you speaking them out. So that's what your throat chakra is about. Your root chakra is what is for your root chakra is everything from the end of your tailbone to your feet, and that's about being grounded, about being whole, everything it takes to exist in this physical world. Nicole says, thanks, that felt great. Sharon says, lovely. Elizabeth says, feels good. Amazing. Okay. Comment here. I'm feeling warm. Okay, that's very normal when you receive Reiki, but I didn't hear anything from my spirit baby. That's okay. Sometimes when we don't hear anything, that means we're not meant to hear anything. And it's not anything deeper than that. There's been times I've gone to my own psychics and I didn't receive the messages I thought I would or any at all, other just than general life advice. It just means at this moment in time, we're not ready to receive the messages or they are not ready to send it, either or. So, also, the more hydrated you are, the more of your needs are. So if you're hungry, overly tired, if you drink alcohol, I'm not saying you did any of these things, but, or if you're overly stressed, that could zap it too. It's very much like if I'm overly tired, I can't channel. If I have drank in the last 24 hours, I ethically cannot give Reiki. If I have, if I'm dehydrated, I also cannot channel. So it's those things can also affect your ability to connect with your baby. Let's see if I have any questions. Um, Definitely got some messages from my guides and so relaxed. I am so glad. Postpartum's so hard. Thank you. I needed some me time and some energy in my root, womb, and throat. Lots of healing. I'm glad, Alexis. I'm glad you could be here. I will DM you later. I will text you later because I need pictures of that baby. I need to see some pictures. Anyway, okay, back here. So let's chat. Okay, so now that you know what your intentions were for the new moon, you know what your triggers are, and now you know what the root cause of your triggers are. Now, and you feel more empowered and you're more collected and you're more grounded. Now you know what you can take action with to manifest more of your intentions. So, we are looking to make babies this month. So if we're working with IVFs, so main thing here to keep your womb open is I need you to feel safe. Or you might, if that's too hard of a concept, then peace. Where can I create more peace in this situation? Is that through boundaries? Is that through cutting someone off? Like, why do you have to put up with somebody's shit when you're trying to make a baby? This is my hill I will die on, is you are the most important person in this moment in your life. No neighbor, no auntie, no mom of yours is going to be able to do what you're physically trying to do, spiritually and emotionally working on. No one can do this for you. So therefore, no one else trumps you. You are the most important person because you are trying to conceive this baby. So your emotions, your emotional safety, your honoring of your needs is number one. Everyone else can jump, jump, jump ship. You are in because you're the one who wants to also have the experience. Otherwise, you'd be hiring a surrogate, right? Like, we're here to have babies. We're here to have the experience of motherhood. So if somebody is giving you miscommunication and they're not jumping to support you, make it better, and aid you, they are not worth your time. Point blank, stop, hard stop there. I don't care what relationship it is. I don't care how long you've been friends with them. I don't care if it's your mom. And the stance is, I'm making a baby. This is really hard for me. I'm trying to make this happen because this is my dream. I don't care. Who cares what is happening right now? I'm making your grandchild. I'm making your godchild. I'm making your niece or nephew. If you can't get on board with that, take a high road. I don't care if they don't like you. Because if they can't get behind you and the most important thing that you want, they're not worthy of knowing you. If they can't support you at your worst, which this is not even the worst, but the time that you're struggling the most, and this is so hard on you, they don't deserve you at your best. Facts. So I want to remind you of who you are. I want to remind you of how powerful you are and what you're worthy of. You're worthy of people pushing mountains for you in these moments. That is exactly what you're worthy of. But people will not know that you need to push mountains unless you use your voice, and that comes from your third chakra. And there's a direct line from your third chakra to your womb, your sacral plexus chakra. So if you do not feel worthy or emotionally safe to speak up, then you can't voice and say, hey, homie, I don't like how this is going between you and me. I need to be different because I'm trying to make a baby. I need you to support me. They won't know unless you tell them. Because sometimes people, what's obvious to us may not be obvious to them because maybe they've never walked our shoes, have never walked anything with fertility. So some people are just freaking clueless, but let them know and then give them the opportunity to show up for you. And if they walk away, let them. According to Mel Robbins, I love listen to her podcast often. She has a let them theory. They don't invite you to brunch, let them. If they cancel on you, let them, because every time it's for your protection, because everything is always working out for you from here on now. This new moon and forward, everything is working out for you and your fertility. If not, then it's going to work out next. And this is how we're going to live from now on. Because you are deserving of a baby. You are. Okay. So let's get down to the next part of our fun time. We're going to do an oracle card reading. So if you have questions, drop it in the chat, drop it in here. If you're on the Instagram feed, just let me know. Oh, we got somebody from YouTube in Brazil. Hi, thank you from Brazil. Hi, welcome. Todos as corazones com cerveja. I might be, but Brazil is Portuguese. It's not Spanish. I totally chopped that. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to do a 3-card pull. This is for the collective, so this is not individual. So take what resonates and leave the rest. I like to do embrace, accept, let go. And these will be all messages from your spirit baby. So, let's see here. Spirit baby, what you need to embrace. This is Paul the Venetian. This is really a great card. And this is really important kind of card because Paul the Venetian is about experiencing grace. I want you to give with grace, meaning like when you give what you want to and expect nothing in return. Give with no attachments. So if you are lending money, you're giving the money and you're not expecting back. And you also need to stop giving to people that never reciprocate back. There is too much overcompensation for people who are not showing up for you. There has to be a give and take. So there has to be a time where you take from people too. You can't always be giving your energy, time, and love and don't get anything back. Check that, because this is about Paul the Venetian is about experiencing grace. There has to be an even balance. Not in all seasons, but there has to be like, oh, like in the beginning of our marriage, my husband carried us. And then there was a time where I carried us. And now we're both fine. There's friendships where I carried the friendship for a long time and then she carried for the friendship a time, and now we're good. So, but if there's never your time, you have to evaluate it, because that's what this card is. Embrace balance and harmony in your relationships, but also give when you feel like it and be like, I'm giving and I have peace with my decision. Okay, something you need to accept. This is Mother Mary. This is a really great card because it's a reminder that you have to choose love and peace, but you also have to let go the need for the last word. So this is an opportunity for you to feel heard by your mother, heal a mother wound. So if you choose to be right or choose to have the last word, that is, and that's what you really want, and you really want to stick it to them, that's not a peaceful initiative. That's not peaceful motivation in a conversation. You really want to make sure that you are looking at why you need to have the last word. It's because you feel unheard in that relationship. So how can you feel heard by them? Or how can you make yourself feel heard within your relationship with yourself? So that that person, you have that fulfilled need within you and not by the other person. Okay, what you need to let go of, this is Serapis Bay. This is ascension. You're ascending into your authentic self. So you need to let go of the past. Let go of the darkness. The light is here. So if there was a pattern, you're breaking the pattern. You need to let it go. Whatever the old patterns are, it doesn't define you anymore. Let me go into the chat here. 3 days ago, I got embryo IVF. I hope it works. Ooh, that's so exciting. Yeah, we're sending you all the good vibes. All the good vibes. Okay, now I want to talk about your gift because now we did the distance Reiki, we did a guided meditation, you got tapped into. This has been a lot of fun. So let's talk about your gift. So I have been doing a lot of work on so many different fronts. We have revamped and relaunched the Make a Baby membership, and that is only $49 a month. July is the last month to get it at $49 a month before it goes up August 1st to $97. So there is that. So if you're wanting to get in, the month of July is the last month to do that. But that's not your gift. That was just an announcement. Your gift is $400 off the Make a Baby headquarters, and you will get an hour session with me when you sign up between today and Sunday. So what that looks like is the Make a Baby headquarters is 90 days to healing your infertility. You're going to learn Reiki 1 and 2. Reiki level 2 is what you need to practice on others. We're going to go 10 calls in 12 weeks. And so that final price of just the group calls is $597, which is $400 off of our full price of $997. And when you purchase at that $597 price or you do the payment plan, you will get a 60-minute Reiki session one-on-one with me that you can use between those 3 months. We have a round starting July 17th and one in August. The one in July 17th is on Wednesday afternoons, and then the one in August is a Sunday afternoon. So you can choose between those two cohorts. So that's my gift to you. Hi, smiley face. Hi, rapid resolution therapy. So that is my gift to you. I will be sending that out in an email and also, but to do that, I would love for you to book a 20-minute call with me, just to make sure we go over all the details of the program, all the logistics, and making sure that one, it's definitely a good fit for you. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that in the chat here to go ahead and book your 20-minute call. And I sent it just to Sharon. Let me send it to everyone. Here we go. This is you can book a 20-minute fertility call with me. It's completely free. And what we'll do is we'll go over the program and what you're going through in your fertility, things like that, any diagnosis you may have. And then what we're going to do is we'll go over exactly what kind of payment plan you have. And I will work with you. If you need an extended payment plan past the 3 months, we can do that too. But that is $597 plus the bonus. So if anyone that's not on this call does not get this bonus, the bonus is a 60-minute one-on-one call with me, which is a value of price at $555. If you just buy one Reiki session, it's $555. So that's beyond the value of what you're already paying. So if you're looking for a chance to move with your fertility, if you're looking for a chance to move forward with your fertility, this is the opportunity. And I'm really excited. Every time that we've run this program, the Make a Baby headquarters, someone has gotten pregnant. When I did it in January, launching is really hard on my nervous system. So launching and doing all the things used to be really difficult. And now I've done a lot of healing around launching in business and launching a program. And now I feel much more grounded in it. And so we enrolled one person in January. Her name was Christina, and she was on the podcast, and she's done an interview, and she's on YouTube. She got pregnant within that time frame, and it was amazing. And she even quit her job, and now she's starting her own business. So she got pregnant with her IUI within that program. And the last summer that we did it, we had the previous cohort I did last spring. We had a couple conceive. It was 2 women that conceived in that program. They were a couple. Out of the 4, uh, 1 couple, so they counted, I guess, as 1. 1 out of the 3 got pregnant. So we're super excited about that. And that baby is just born. She's just a few months old. So baby Alina. So if you're wondering if this could work for you, just go ahead and book a fertility call. Drop any questions that you may have here in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer them. Let me check. Hi, Blacks and Beauty. Hi, smiley face. So good to see you. So I would love for you to go ahead and book a fertility call, and we will get all of your questions answered. Does anyone have any questions so far? No. So, okay. So what will happen is I'm going to send out the replay to you, and the bonus is one 60-minute call with the group program of $597, and we can do a payment with that. And from after Sunday, it'll just be $597 and not the bonus. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to see who signs up. I'm really thankful for you to share the new moon with me, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for being here.